All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get to serious business. We are about to get into serious business tonight. We got the undisputed champion, the one and only, the Zazu Master in the building tonight. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the two-time undisputed champion, Chaos in the ring, DJ, drop that shit for Portable!
Well, there were points tonight where we weren't sure if we'd get this far in the night, but we're here, and Portable is making his grand entrance. Singer, songwriter, rapper, part-time boxer. He's 2-0. He's been in there before. He knows what it's about. He turned up solo to the weigh-in. He's been talking a great game, but my word, Niran, can he get it done? Can he go 3-0?
He can. He's got the ability to do it. He's got the energy as well. The fact that Carter Efe is making a debut makes him an unknown quantity. But Zazu Master himself, Portable, always very sure of himself. And guess what? He always prides himself as a traditional person. He's come to the ring with masquerade from the southwestern part of the country. And you can see him. He's a fan favorite. They love him. Controversial, but he's well loved by his fans.
He has certainly courted controversy throughout a very colourful online career.
Let's go! Come on!
And there is quite an atmosphere in here.
Let's go!
He calls himself the opponent. Very unorthodox fighting style. Look at that. I mean, how'd you come into the ring with a masquerade?
Well, we've witnessed the stars of X-Series and Misfits boxing here on the Zone. And we've seen some great atmospheres at those events. I don't think anything has rivaled this. The event was labelled Chaos on the Ring. It is absolute bedlam now as Portable takes his place in the squared circle.
Absolutely crazy stuff right here. You know, telling the fans that he's taking his opponent out tonight. Well, he's got the bragging rights. The first person he took out was Charles Okocha, who's also a kickmaker and an actor in Nigeria. And after that, he got another influencer, Speed Darlington, who he also sent to the cleaners as well. And then look at this. That's what the fans love about him.
This is why there have been thousands locked outside of this arena. Everyone wants a piece of this. It may be slightly unorthodox in terms of style, in terms of a main event, but as we've seen in the UK and in the US, these events sell, and we are ready for the big one here.
I told you, it's serious business tonight. Right about now, I'm about to bring up to the ring Nigeria's #1, the most famous streamer, the most famous influencer in the city. We got Carter Efe! You never know. W's! Somebody said W's! Somebody said W's! Somebody said W's! That's right, let's go! Come on! Cholo. That's right! You never done. You never fun. Let's go! Let's go! Everybody! Let's go! Everybody! That's right! Yeah! Aye, aye!
fever jab to enter Nigeria, but there is no vaccination for the fever that is in this arena right now. It is absolute chaos in the ring as we await the arrival of Carter Efe, the comedian, the streamer, the singer, the songwriter, and now the boxing debut. The crossover world is waiting. Portable is waiting, and he's being made to wait. Carter Efe didn't attend the weigh-in. He's got under Portable's skin just by his lack of interaction in the last few hours. He is now making him wait in the ring, making him stew, making him think. He may just have won the early mind games battle.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that one as well. But it could also play against him as well, because Portable has a whole lot of confidence, like, you know, just like Ade and David talked about it earlier. I mean, he's got 2 fights under his belt. Won those 2 fights. That's definitely going to give him some sort of...
Somebody said W's! W's! W's!
He is here. Carter Efe makes the walk for the first time to a boxing ring. Portable sprang off of his stool as soon as he caught a glimpse of him. He is not messing around. He means business. And that is quite an entrance. Not quite Prince Naseem Hamed. He'll be hoping that is the only fall tonight.
Like I said earlier, Gary, Carter Efe has got to be on top of his game. I mean, the experience, David was saying it earlier, you know, you got to give credit to those who walk into that ring to fight. It's never a joke. This man, Portable, is coming back for his 3rd time. Carter's making his debut. It's serious business, even though it's fun for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've been waiting for. It's the fight of the year, the fight of the century, the fight of your lifetime tonight. We got Nigeria's #1 streamer, influencer, Carter Efe in the building. Make some noise! That's right. We got Portable in the building. Make some noise! Oh shit. It's about to go crazy up in this. We need y'all to sit down and enjoy. Sit down, take a chill pill, and enjoy your night. We need y'all to sit down. Please. Please and please. We need everybody to sit down, if not the fight is not starting. We need y'all to sit down, please. Ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, we need everybody. We implore you to please sit down. Please sit down. We will not start until you sit down. Everybody, please sit down. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the biggest fight night of the year. Welcome to Chaos in the Ring. This event is brought to you by Balmoral Promotions, in conjunction with American Promotions. Lagos, are you ready? I said Lagos, are you ready? Introducing first, making his way, he is from the blue corner, or I should say the red corner. He is the Zazu King. He has a perfect record of 2 bouts and 2 wins. He is the self-acclaimed face of Nigerian boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Portable! And fighting from the blue corner in all white trunks, he hails from Ughelli, Delta State. He is also known as Machala. He is the most successful streamer in the whole continent of Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, Carter Efe! Supervising ringside, we do have Ezekiel Oshiame. Our timekeeper is Olushola Ajala. Our judges ringside are Constance George Nagurum, Christophe Bankole, and of course our referee is Adesonya Olusegun.
Obey my commands. We have the rule. Whatever I tell you, if I tell you to stop, you stop. If I tell you to break, that is, you are holding yourself, you separate. You understand? That's the rule of the game. And you don't commit foul anyhow. Do you understand? That is it. So you obey me at all times. Understand? Touch gloves. Just touch. Separate.
Instructions finally issued. Carter Efe and Portable. 4 2-minute rounds. Every bit a catchweight contest. The size difference is stark. Both men have huge social media followings, millions between them. But now they go toe-to-toe in the ring, and Portable fast out of the traps. A couple of big shots from Carter Efe. It's a difficult one to analyse, but Niran, do your best.
It's crazy, absolutely crazy stuff there. And you can see Portable resorting to something that looks like wrestling right here. And they need to listen to the referee, and that's where the problem is. Because I'm almost thinking I'm watching WWE or something right now.
Well, in fairness, they didn't really listen to the instructions before the fight. I think this is going to quickly become a street fight.
Yeah. And then both of them. I think Carter knows that if he's going to come, he has to come aggressively as well, because that's what Portable is all about. Portable, most times in his victory, has actually used, aggression, intimidation, and a host of other things. And Carter is trying to tell him, bring whatever you want to bring. I'm right here. And I think he's matched him well enough. Don't forget, he's the taller of the two fighters. And of course, he's also got the reach as well. And he's got the same kind of following, also ushering his crowd, telling them they need to come. But I think that if Portable calms himself down, he looks like the better boxer that can score punches, because I saw Carter Efe swinging very wildly, and he got to a stage where he was pretty much like hammering down at the back of his opponent.
He's got the pose and the demeanor of the boxer between the two, but of course the height difference means he's having to stretch to fire anything. He'd be well versed to go to the body, but well, it's rock'em sock'em stuff, and it's whoever lands first here.
And now you can see that Portable knows that if he has that punch power as well. Can he finish it up? He's catching Portable, but Portable is standing strong. He's got a lot of energy as well. The problem Portable is going to have in this fight is the fact that he needs to recognize he doesn't have the longer reach. And the moment he calms down, the better for him. Because the way he fights, he might just walk into a bomb. And that's not what he wants to do.
Well, this place is absolutely shaking. We've got absolutely no idea where we are in the round. The 2 minutes elapsed a long time ago as a right hand from Carter Efe lands. Portable happy to walk through it and try and throw a couple of bombs of his own, and Carter Efe has not got his balance at all. There's no stance. You do wonder if he even worked on anything in the gym.
These guys have totally thrown all boxing skills they have been taught in the last few weeks, months, out of the window, out of the building.
There we are, that's the end of round one. Shades of Salt, Pappy, B-Dave and the rest. They'd be proud of this one. A reminder that Misfits Boxing does return in July. And Tommy Fury and Eddie Hall, a stacked undercard. But will anything rival this?
Well, I'm not sure when it comes to followership and crazy people, you know. But one thing you can be sure of is that Carter Efe has been able to make a statement with that first round, and Portable knows that it's not going to be easy for him. You see Efe using that left hand, you know, to create some sort of opportunity for him. Very unorthodox fighting style for both of them. I mean, it's pretty much like Efe swinging up his uppercuts.
Be interesting to look at the CompuBox numbers at the end of that round.
And it feels like the referee himself is so scared to even get in the middle so that he doesn't get caught with one by himself.
Yeah, I do wonder if our referee knows quite what he's let himself in for here. It's just as well we haven't gone with corner graphics. Carter Efe has a corner team of about 24.
And age could also be a factor here as well. 24 to 32.
Yeah, Portable the senior man by 8 years, but does have the little of any boxing experience out of the two.
And you know the funny thing about it, every time Efe is hoping, you know, I'm not here to fight you, we're just here to celebrate and have fun. He always wants to touch the gloves, and Portable is not having any of it.
I struggle to see how Portable is going to land anything upstairs.
He's not.
Although he continues to throw them.
Efe's doing a great job. Keeps him at bay.
Rocks slightly. Carter Efe swings and misses with the big right. And gets turned, and the referee's just going to let them crack on. And why not?
Efe's definitely edging this with what we've seen so far. He's been able to land some very big punches, but you could also see that Portable has got a lot of stamina. He's got a strong chin as well, because other celebrities would have dropped from some of the bombs that Efe has dropped. But my concern is Efe's got a lot of energy as well. If you see him on his streaming, you think he's a madman as well. So I want to see what's going to happen in the third round. Will they still have this intensity?
I wonder if the excitement and everything else has potentially got to Portable, who's in a bad way in that corner.
Yeah, and I think he's exhausted himself with all the dancing and all the crazy stuff.
Yeah, I think the adrenaline of both men has probably just got a little much for them, and it is hot in this arena. I think they've called that the end of round two. Oh my word, this sets the scene for a new Nakatani, doesn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely.
I think we're going to see something a little bit different at breakfast.
Portable is absolutely exhausted.
The doctor's having a long look there. I wonder.
The way he's looking at that corner, I will not be surprised if he's not coming out of that corner. And you can see Efe already when we get to that, but for now, let's stick with Portable. The doctor is going into the ring because he can see how exhausted he is as well. And don't forget, these guys aren't professional boxers, so it has to be taken into consideration. You see the way he's panting there.
Well, it has been a long night. Obviously, these fighters have been waiting backstage for quite a few hours. And I think the sheer adrenaline got them through that opening couple of minutes, but there's nothing left in the tank, is there?
He needs to reserve his energy and try and fight a bit more sensibly. The man who touched gloves with him earlier on is one of the biggest fighters out of Nigeria, Taiwo Eshekpo Agbaje. He was at the York Hall for some, bouts some years back. And you can see Carter Efe there, looking more relaxed amongst the two of them. And he's somebody that I think that if he needs to up the ante, he will definitely do that.
Well, we've had a few breaks in proceedings tonight. We get another one here as Carter Efe, the man with the largest Twitch streaming following in the entire continent of Africa, but he's never been in a boxing ring. Portable has been in there twice. He's won 2 decision victories over Charles Okocha and Speed Darlington. So he got through those fights, but potentially the build-up to this one has all got a bit too much. He hyped himself up. He's hyped himself up into an absolute frenzy. The doctor being consulted at ringside. Portable was shaking his head, but I think he was shaking his head as if to say, do not call this off. Do not pull me out of this fight.
And that's my problem with him. His corner's trying to get him to be calm, but he seems to be jumping all over the place. And they're like telling him, and the doctors like, really having words because they don't want any serious health situation on their hands.
I can tell you the promoter, Easy Adami, was having a chat with the doctor as well. Everyone wants to get a conclusion to this fight, but of course, the safety of the 2 men in there is paramount.
Absolutely, and at any point in time, irrespective of whether this is a celebrity exhibition bout.
And there is confirmation. They are waving it off. I think it'll be a no contest, of course, if that's the case, but now Portable has sprung back to life and claiming that he wants to continue.
And I think that they will allow it to go on because he's shown a bit of more stamina. And
well, chaos in the ring has lived up to the billing.
Absolutely, and of course it's climaxing even above the billing.
So we are going to see a 3rd round. The halfway point. 4 more minutes remain, do they? You can just about tick off everything on your boxing bingo card tonight. I think they're going to have one more decisive round. This is the championship round.
This is the championship round. Judging from the fact that both of them aren't professional boxers. And you see Efe once again.
2 minutes to settle the score. And Portable caught one on that exchange and may just look to hold on here for just over 100 seconds. Portable is out on his feet.
And the referee.
And I think the referee is saying no more.
Yeah, I think he's saying no more.
Portable is shaking his head.
What he's saying is that that's the end of the round. They had to reduce the hour or the minutes of that round. 2 rounds have gone on already, and the way they're going, I think for the safety of both boxers, they have to quickly, stop It's crazy though, but...
So with 2 rounds complete, do we go to the cards?
2.5 rounds, you want to say, I want to say.
Well, the crowd aren't happy.
Well, yeah,
but I think they just want to see a conclusion.
Are we on course to see a new celebrity boxing champion? And you can see the fans of Carter Efe chanting his name, and he's also lapping to it as well. It will be an interesting spectacle to see Portable's reaction. He's someone who doesn't like to be on the losing side.
It'd be very interesting to see if we do get a winner declared. I would guess a no contest would be the outcome.
Possibly.
Maybe we do it all again.
Absolutely, and then of course, then they'll have to give them a strict instruction. They need to listen to the referees.
Chaos in the ring, confusion out of it. Incredibly, a discussion is being had with the judges, but for you, who got it? If we're scoring that from 2 rounds,
I definitely will be giving it to Carter Efe. But I suspect that we could be seeing one of those Jake Paul, Mike Tyson kind of results.
Yep.
Because I still can't understand how Jake Paul got that result in that fight against Tyson. A lot of us knew that Tyson was withholding his punches. And well, that's what exhibition bouts are all about anyways. But this one, I may not be surprised, just like you said, but I don't think they want to give it as a no contest. I suspect we could be seeing a draw, and then we're going to have another one, like you said, which obviously will also almost pull down the building again.
Portable has been degloved for a while. They're finally taking the tools off of Carter Efe, but they got to be used too significantly tonight. So the ring continues to fill. But will we get a decision anytime soon?
The ring, it's looking like the end of a fight between Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. You know, when you get all the camps, all the celebrities getting in the ring. That's the kind of followership these two, social media personalities. Forget about the fact that they are singers as well, and of course comedians, but they are big social media personalities.
Well, they are bringing the 2 men together. I think Victor Godfrey's is being informed of what the outcome is. And I think we're just about ready to hear it.
Thank you. Please, if you do not have any business in this ring, please step out. Please step out. If you have no business, please step out. Thank you. Please step out. If you have no business in the ring, please step out. And we will not announce the winner if you are still in the ring. Please step out. Please step out. Thank you. If you have no business in the ring, please step out. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just witnessed history. After 3 rounds of action, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. George Constance scores it 27-30. George Kemi Adebayo scores it 27-30. And George Bimbola scores the fight 27-30. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chaos in the Ring, the main event, brought to you by Balmoral Promotions and Amir Khan. And we do have a winner. Your winner by unanimous decision, Lagos, Africa. Make some noise for Carter Efe!
Carter Efe, king of Africa's social media scene. It's a first pro victory on debut, and he has settled the beef between, well, I say he settled the beef between these two, but I'm sure this is not the last we've heard of the rivalry between Carter Efe and Portable. It was almost impossible to score, but we've got to score somehow.
Yeah, and it was down to who landed the clearer punches, and you've got to say it was Carter Efe who rocked Portable quite a few times. I was expecting Portable to use his wealth of experience, having had 2 celebrity fights before now, but he was so animated. I guess he was so angry that he was actually looking like he was going into a judo fight with Carter Efe, who was more concerned about throwing punches rather than wrestling. And then you saw him, every time the round started, Carter Efe always went with his gloves, trying to tell Portable that, yeah, it's a fight, but, you know, we're celebrities, we're just making people happy, giving joy, touch gloves, let's go into it. And there's really no law against that as well. We see some boxers do it as well. In between rounds, you see them touching gloves, showing mutual respect for each other. But Portable wasn't having any of it at all. And at the end of the day, it wasn't like he was the better fighter.
Well, in fact, he won the mind game battle at the beginning. He stayed backstage, he stayed calm. Portable worked himself up into an absolute frenzy in the ring, and then had nothing left when that first bell eventually rang. So Carter Efe gets the victory on a quite incredible night, and I think we're going to get a word from him.
I am with Carter Efe. You are the winner of this celebrity fight. Let me get your thoughts. Let me get your thoughts on this tremendous victory that you had tonight.
I just want to say a big thank you to God.
Is that all?
Yeah.
What was the game plan going into this fight against Portable, who has experience already in this arena? He has 2 fights and 2 wins. This is your debut. What was your game plan?
God. I just believe in God. If you believe in God, anything can happen. You understand? I don't believe in juju. I believe in God and strength and work. Yeah. W's.
Now, we are seeing an industry whereby you are growing. You are the biggest streamer in Africa. What is the next big step? Do you want to try this again? Do you want to enter the ring again and challenge someone else right now?
I want to try it in an international way. Yeah. International way. I know we are going to get there one day.
All right, let me get the promoter of Balmoral Promotional Group, Dr. Easy. Dr. Easy, you have created history in Africa. We've had the biggest fight night of the year already this summer. Why did you think of this, putting this together?
Lagos, are you entertained? Are you entertained? Yeah, so this is the beginning of something new here. We're going to keep this going. Carter, you have to defend your title. 1st of October, you have to defend your title. So I want to find out from you. Do you want a rematch for Portable or you want someone else? Get up. Let's talk. Are we doing a rematch for Portable or we get someone else?
I'll think about it. Let me go and rest first.
Fantastic.
Well, let me get this final question, Dr. Easy. You've seen how huge this is. We literally have shut down the entire internet, the whole world watching right now. What is the next big step for Balmoral Promotion, putting African boxing and combat sports on the map?
So for us, it's a continuous thing. It's not about perfection, it's about momentum. And we'll keep it going. The next show, October 1st, we are moving to the stadium this time around, and we'll pack out the arena. Stay tuned for the fight card. Stay tuned for what's about to come. Carter, congratulations. But before we go, I want to put someone on the line. E-Money. 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 And Soso have promised 50 million to the winner. So are we keeping on that promise? E-Money and Soso have promised 50 million.
E-Money, you said you promised 50 million naira to the winner of this fight. Are you going to keep your promise?
I just want to say a very big congratulations to Carter Efe. Congratulations to him. And as you all know, we are talk and do. We talk and we do. So confirm to our promise what we say will be. 50 million to the winner. Congratulations to you, Carter Efe. Congratulations.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's just about it. Thank you so much for being a part of our events. Chaos in the Ring. Be safe, good night, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now, Lagos.
Wow, a night that had absolutely everything. Ends in joy for Carter Efe. And I don't think we'll forget chaos in the ring in a hurry. The final knockings of a, quite frankly, bizarre night in Lagos, and the action just keeps coming on here. Remember, you can watch all of those fights and everything DAZN has to offer, the home of boxing, on Ultimate.